Hi, this is Deborah Atkinson, and I want to show you 3 exercises for knee strengthening that you can do on the floor. So while you're not weight bearing, in case you have trouble getting up and down, I happen to be sitting on the floor. You could do this sitting on a couch or on a firm bed, so you've got a good surface so you don't have to worry about the up and down from the floor. Sometimes that's the irony of strengthening knee exercises. To do them, you have to compromise the knee to get there. This should be something that everybody can do. So I'm going to show you on one leg, and I'm going to show you a few repetitions. And what you'll do is between 15 and 20 repetitions of each exercise, and do it in both legs if you have knee problems or you're having a little knee pain or weakness or vulnerability in either knee. Otherwise, you can focus on the knee that needs the attention. So the first one you're going to do, and I want to demonstrate this as well. So if I do this just sitting upright, I may compromise my back to do that. So I may want to lean back against a wall and just have the ability to have that support. The other knee I'm going to keep bent. So what I want you to do to start is just watch this kneecap, and if you're focusing closely, you're going to see that I contract the leg and then release. I'm contracting it and releasing it, and that's all that's going on. It's almost as if I'm thinking about pulling that kneecap up toward my hip and then releasing. And it's important that you let go of the muscle, because a part of what's happening is happening between my brain and those muscles. And I'm learning how to get a stronger contraction, and I'm also learning how to recruit more muscles in that knee area while I'm doing this. So this is a lot of times used in post-therapy or post-surgery physical therapy for knee replacement, knee surgeries of a lot of kinds. Those of us who want to avoid knee surgery will be good to do this as well to gain the strength in the first place. That's exercise 1. Exercise 2, I'm going to take that tightening, then lift it just a few inches off the floor, lower it down, and then release. Do that in 4 counts. So the first is tighten, then lift, lower down, and release. And I'll do that again better. Tighten, lift, lower, and release. 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 And again, 15 to 20 of those. The third exercise on the floor, I'm using a partial foam roller. Sometimes you'll see them long would work, and a ball, like a child-sized ball or a medicine ball would also work here. The idea is we just want to prop the knee up. So my hip is low, my heel is on the ground, and the knee is just propped up a little bit so that you're going to use those same muscles and contract and straighten. Hold for a few seconds and then lower down. Contract to straighten, and I want you to really be thinking about tightening those muscles. So don't just go through the motion and get it straight, but really think about holding and then coming down. Lift up. I want to make sure your knee is straight, toes are straight up, and then release. And again, you'll do 15 to 20 of that. First time you do that, you're going to go through those 3 exercises, each of them 1 time. In a few days, see how you feel afterward and make sure you're doing fine at a second set. And by the time you've finished a week of doing the exercises, you can do them daily. You should be doing 3 sets of 15 to 20 exercises. Now we're going to do 2 exercises in a standing position. What I want you to pay attention to are my hip joint, my knee joint, and my ankle joint and the alignment. So this is the leg that I was working. So I'm going to just be picking the other one up. I have a hand on the wall just for support if you need it. You want to try to make sure that your hips stay level, that you don't hike the standing leg or let it sink, either one. So here's where I'm going with this. You're going to take a single leg squat and then come back up. So you're flexing just a few inches and then lift and come back up. So it's weight shifted back to my heel, and then stand and press through the heel. So there is some work going on through the glute in this working leg, and a lot of times that's an important part of healing knee pain, is getting strength back in the hip where it should be, so you're not compromising the knee joint. As I look down from the top, I can see my toe all the time. I'm not allowing my knee to go forward. So this is an incorrect position. Where I want to go is backward with my hip. My knee has to very slightly go forward, but not to a great extent. We're going to do 15 to 20 of these. And again, either leg, do the one that bothers you, or do both if you've got challenges on both legs. Last exercise I'm going to do. I'm using a big exercise ball right in the small of my back, and I have to bring my feet away from the ball. So it's going to feel a little awkward when you start. And what I want you to do is to bend your knees 3 to 4 inches. Don't go too deep. Hold there for 3 to 4 seconds, and then push through your heels to come to a standing position. That's down 3 to 4 inches, hold and pause, and then push through your heels. And those details are important. As you push through the heels, you connect and you stress the glutes, the muscles you want to be using, instead of stressing the knees. When your weight goes to the balls of your feet, there's more risk that you will put pressure on your knee. Weight on your heels, core is tight. And then bring it back up. Lower down, hold here, draw that navel in, and lift. And you'll do 15 to 20 of these, or stop when you need to. 3 exercises to do on the floor, or a firm bed or couch, and 2 exercises to do in a standing position to strengthen the muscles surrounding the knee in order to take the pressure off of the knee joint itself. The feedback should be you're more comfortable going up and down stairs, more comfortable getting in and out of chairs, and you are feeling more stable rather than more vulnerable around that knee joint.